secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the single back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Green. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. to throw, it's Reed. Escapes the sack. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Turning on the Jets. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Texas A&M going up-tempo. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense of winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Looking to throw. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, big swing.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Green. That's caught, it's Blake. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gapped.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about having that puppy out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. Smashes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They march 78 yards down the field, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Green. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. The Texas A&M offense They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. And the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Reed. That's caught. It's Moss. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Aggies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World with all the speed on the field from both sides. This is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Gets it to him on the screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Green. Keeps the play. And the quarterback pulled up and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Toss sweep to the left. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to change this route. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Reed. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Safe completion on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run it. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Green. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already, and I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got it set up on the outside. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Smith. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the battle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He might want another play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
And you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air, it's Green. They'll run the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
Lots of running room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Escapes trouble. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Oh, they're after him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Off and running. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the window's...
Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
He wants to go deep. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which color jerseys? Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. Fourth and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The give and tick, 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 tick.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Daniels. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Got it behind the line. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. On 1st down, here comes this offense. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.